In the Evil Dead universe, the Deadites are not merely zombies or possessed corpses, but demonic entities from another dimension, a realm often referred to in the films as the dark side, or the realm of the evil. Their origin is tied directly to a cursed text, the Necronomicon Ex-Mortis, also called the Book of the Dead. According to Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, the book was written long ago by the Dark Ones, ancient sorcerers who existed long before human history. The pages were inked in human blood and bound in human flesh, containing passages that serve as an open gateway between our world and the Deadites' dimension. When these incantations are read aloud, or even played back in a recording, they summon Candarian demons, malevolent spirits that can possess the living, reanimate the dead, and reshape the physical world around them. These demons appear capable of taking over any organism, human, animal, or even inanimate objects, transforming them into Deadite forms. In Raimi's canon, they are sadistic, intelligent, and endlessly cruel, often mocking their victims and using knowledge of the person's past to psychologically torment survivors. The Deadites' ability to manifest physically depends on the opening of a gateway, which can be triggered in multiple ways, shown across the films. In The Evil Dead, 1981, the characters unknowingly play a tape recording of archaeologist Raymond Knowby reading incantations from the Necronomicon, releasing a demonic force into the surrounding woods. In Evil Dead 2, 1987, Professor Knowby's recorded translations once again unleash the Deadites, but his research also reveals that the book originated in ancient Sumerian cultures, influenced by the Dark Ones. Army of Darkness, 1992, pushes the timeline back even further, showing that the Necronomicon existed in the medieval period, with entire armies falling to Deadite control when the book's magic was unleashed. The 2013 Evil Dead reimagining and Evil Dead Rise reinforce that the Necronomicon is not a singular book, but one of at least 3 volumes, all capable of summoning Candarian demons. While each film keeps the exact metaphysical nature of the Deadites ambiguous, they are consistently shown to be tied to this text and the Dark One's magic. The possession is total. Deadites retain the victim's memories, but corrupt their personalities, driven only to cause suffering and spread the curse. The physical form a Deadite takes can vary greatly, depending on the host body and the level of demonic power exerted. In the original trilogy, possession can twist a human's features into grotesque shapes. Eyes turn milky white, skin distorts, and voices shift between the host's natural tone and guttural demonic growls. In Evil Dead 2, Henrietta Knowby's transformation is one of the clearest examples, morphing from an elderly woman into a monstrous, inhumanly tall creature. Deadites possess superhuman strength, rapid healing, and an almost complete disregard for injury, fighting on even after being dismembered. In Army of Darkness, the demons also animate skeletons, suggesting they can reconstitute or inhabit completely dead matter if it's within the cursed area's influence. The Candarian Demon itself, glimpsed in the woods as a force that barrels through trees and bursts through doors, is presented as an unseen but ever-present source of this power. Even in cases where the demon is banished, the presence of the Necronomicon or its passages can reopen the gateway. The Necronomicon Ex-Mortis provides most of what is canonically known about the Deadites' creation and purpose. Army of Darkness shows that the book contains prophecies, illustrations, and spells to summon or banish the Deadites, as well as the infamous passage, Klaatu Bararata Nikto, a phrase required to safely retrieve the book without invoking its curse. In Ash v Evil Dead, the Star's continuation series, officially recognized by Raimi, it is confirmed that the Dark Ones are ancient primordial beings, predating humanity, whose goal is to merge the human and Deadite realms into one. They exist in a shadow dimension and created the Deadites as extensions of their will. In the series, the Necronomicon is revealed to be capable of resurrecting the Dark Ones themselves, who in turn can command entire armies of Deadites without the book's physical presence. These events tie back to the films by confirming that every Deadite outbreak, from the cabin in The Evil Dead to the medieval battlefield in Army of Darkness, is the result of the Dark One's design. In this expanded canon, the Deadites are not random demonic possessions, but part of a grand, apocalyptic plan. While the films are consistent in showing that Deadites can be driven back through ritual passages from the Necronomicon, the rules for permanently destroying them are deliberately inconsistent. In The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, dismemberment followed by burial or burning appears to stop an individual Deadite, but possession can spread to new hosts instantly if the demon's influence is still present. In Army of Darkness, Ash uses explosives, steel, and fire to destroy Deadites en masse, but even total annihilation of their physical forms doesn't end the threat. The magic is eternal as long as the book exists. Ash vs. Evil Dead expands on this by showing that possession can be resisted briefly if the host has a strong enough will, but full possession overwhelms the victim in seconds. The 2013 Evil Dead reboot and Evil Dead Rise follow the same core rules. Deadites are summoned by readings from the book, they possess the living, and they can be driven back by ritual passages or complete bodily destruction. But there is no permanent cure for someone fully taken. Across all appearances, one constant remains. The Deadites exist only because the gateway to their realm has been opened, and once open, they will never stop until every living thing is consumed.